All right, so here's my final take on printing with TPU for the very first time ever. And I can honestly say it's been an experience. What I made was one of those old school Nerf Vortex footballs that we all used to play with back in the day when we were kids. If you grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, these things were almost a must have in the neighborhood because everybody always wanted to play with them. Right off the bat, people told me that printing with TPU can be a little bit of a challenge. It's not always the most easy, user-friendly thing to print with, and it's different. Some of the things that I would recommend, if you're gonna do something enclosed like this, I would highly recommend that you do manual supports versus just doing the factory, default supports, because getting the supports from inside the football were actually a little bit like time consuming, and it was just ridiculous. But yeah, that's what I would say as far as doing the supports. Functionality, this thing does fly. It's actually really cool. As far as pliability, I guess you would say, it is squishy. Obviously, you can see it's TPU, so it's definitely impact absorbent. So if you throw it and it hits a wall, it's not going to break like if you would have normal TPU. I mean, excuse me, normal PLA or anything like that. But all in all, the only other things that I would change going back into using TPU is I would definitely do, like I said, manual supports versus default supports. And I would also slow down the print head because then you'll get a lot less stringing like I got here. And it's probably going to come out a little bit cleaner. I mean, this is fairly clean, obviously, but the tail's not as clean as the football itself. But for the most part, yeah, slow down the print head, manual supports, and you should have a pretty good print. So stay tuned for more.